Hello everyone, this is Miss McIntosh, and I just want to give you a few hints on how to use the Goldilocks and the three planets. I'm not going to go through every single little part, but I know that a couple of the graph areas are a little confusing, so I just want to take you through some of that. So it starts off with, here actually if I go back right, just a little intro thing. And I'm going to skip that for now. Now it's going to compare Earth, Venus, and Mars. Okay, so here on Earth, when we click on Earth, it's going to give you some basic information. And it's going to, of course, talk about the Earth, right? So more information. This two parts of information will help you answer some questions. Venus, it's going to show you that as well. If you click on the little green things, it'll just, it's brief. It isn't really long reading. It will show you about the different missions of where we got some of this information. Same thing with Mars, right? And this even shows you what areas it covered and looked at. All right, now when we actually get to the planet menu, oh, it's showing because I already did that one, but it's going to show you a graph. So here's Earth. What we want to know is what parts of these graphs, what do they mean? So I already did range 1, that was carbon dioxide. I'm going to do range 2. All right, so we're looking specifically at this part of the graph, and we are going to compare it. So ozone, if it has an ozone layer, right, it's going to have that part of the graph. Well, that's looking pretty close to me, but let's go through the rest of it. Water, okay, so this is what the water graph would look like. That isn't that one. Carbon monoxide, nope. Carbon dioxide, no, but this was the first one. Even though it doesn't have to match exactly 100% line up, it should just look very similar in the same area. Okay, methane, no. Nitric oxide, no. So this graph that we're seeing does match the ozone. So I would click it's a match. Okay, and it would tell you if it was wrong. So that was range 2. All right, click back. All right, now we're going to click on range 3. So now we're trying to match up this part of the graph. So once again, we're going to compare it to ozone. Nope. Water. Well, that's pretty much a good match, right? So you know that at water, it's a match. That means, right, we finished analyzing this planet. Click on the map to see which one's next. So we're going to look at Earth. So that means Earth had carbon dioxide, ozone, and water. All 3 of those, okay? And then you go to Venus. So we click on range 1, and we compare. Is that an ozone one? No. Water? No. Carbon dioxide? No. I mean, monoxide. Carbon dioxide? Yes, right? Once again, it isn't 100% lineup, but that is the same shape and in the same area. So I'm going to click it's a match. Okay, go back. So that's the only one that we have for Venus, right? So those both have carbon dioxide. Mars, same thing, right? Is that ozone, water, carbon dioxide? Yes, right? So all 3 of them have carbon dioxide. All right, and then when we go to comparisons, this is showing the size comparison. This is Mars. Look how small that is. And then it'll take you through information. All right, so when you click next, though, on the comparisons, it'll take you through a few things. It's going to compare, you know, what's in the atmosphere and so on and so forth. It's going to start talking about the mass. So it's going to compare the mass of the atmosphere on each planet, the mass of just the carbon dioxide, and it's going to compare the amounts of carbon dioxide. Okay, so we're going to, if you just click next, most of it is given to you. So the mass of the atmosphere on Earth is 90, okay? Then you'll see Mars. So let's do the same for Mars. Drop and drag the values to create an expression of the Mars atmosphere. So Mars of the Earth, oops, so 0.95, sorry, times Mars, the mass of the Earth's atmosphere. So that's what the ME means. And this is 0.0095 amount, and then if you click calculate solution, it fills it in for you. Okay, so same thing, it'll go through. Most of it is information, and it will fill in for you. Occasionally there is a drag and drop part that you have to do, but once again, it tells you if it's wrong, and then you get it, you know, can fix that. So if you continue on through, so once again, this is always going to be mass of the earth and the percent, and you tell it to calculate and it calculates it for you. So just keep on going through into the end. And once again, if you have questions, feel free to ask me. So use the reading information, use the little graphs of comparing. You can even go back and see which ones you did for each one. And you can read the info. And once again, you may have to click on a mission. So I hope that helps explain it a little bit. And once again, always message me if you have questions.